It's been a privilege to serve our country over so many years and to do so with other extraordinary, dedicated Americans. I know I'm with many tonight, at least virtually, who also know the importance of public service. We were honored to have a dedicated public service with us tonight, former soldier, former congressman, fellow CIA director of mine, and now Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo. I also thank you for your many years of dedicated service to your home state of Kansas, to our United States, and for your tireless work on the world stage. While I found government service supremely rewarding, I also know the work can also be grueling and thankless at times. So we thank you and your beautiful family for your willingness to serve. My wife, Linda, and I always enjoy attending the ISF dinner in person and miss seeing everyone at what would surely have been another record-setting event. Despite the restrictions of our times, tonight has still been important to us to come together at a time when the community is needed most. We cannot let the current need for physical isolation keep us from making or keeping important relationships, especially in the field of intelligence and security. The relationships that we have save lives. For this reason, the missions of ISF and OSAC are critically important. Stay involved, stay connected, and please keep supporting their work. I don't have to remind this group that the world today is a complicated and difficult place. This has always been the case for our line of work, whether your service is in the public or private sector. The complications of COVID-19, a US presidential election, and interference of adversaries in that election make it even more so. At home and abroad, we are faced with unprecedented challenges and ever-evolving threats to the communities and organizations we serve. But permit me to offer some perspectives, as I have been around a very long time. I was raised in the Depression and served in the Navy in both World War II and Korea. I witnessed internal struggles such as McCarthyism and our country's continual racial divide. I remember the tragic shootings of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, President Kennedy, and Robert Kennedy. I saw bitter struggles caused by the Vietnam War and Watergate, to name just a few. I was FBI director when President Reagan was shot. I was CIA director when the world as we had known it changed over months with the fall of the Berlin Wall and the collapse of the Soviet Union. Those were supremely challenging times, but we as Americans got through them. America strong and America the leader on the world stage. We cannot step off, fall off, or be shoved off that stage. It's up to us to make sure we remain active participants in how our future will be decided, both at home and abroad. Major historical events underscore how vitally important the work you do remains, and the importance of organizations like ISF and OSAC. My friend Secretary George Shultz was and remains a visionary. He understands the roles of both business and government and knows that by working together through private-public partnerships, we accomplish far more. Hence, OSAC's foundation on his watch has been vital to fostering critical relationships and the sharing of timely information. I can assure you that during my time at both the FBI and CIA, we would not have been able to do our work without OSAC's exceptional information sharing and networking. Let me close on a profoundly serious but optimistic note by saying, as many have before me, that we are a country at a critical turning point. We can choose to lead, or we can choose to let others forge ahead, leaving us weak and without influence. Yet we cannot lead anything or anyone in our currently divided state. We must all go to the mat daily to find common ground or risk losing who we have been for 200 plus years. Involvement with non-political organizations like ISF and OSAC can be very helpful. I will continue to do what I can, but it's up to you and those you must mentor to take seriously the mantle of leadership, which means participating both at home and on the world stage with respect, honesty, and integrity in the relationships we forge. Two presidents I proudly served were Dwight D. Eisenhower and George H.W. Bush, and I admire them greatly. Why? Because neither cared who got the credit, as long as important challenges were met and met with honor. The American spirit I have seen in my 96 years gives me hope that our past American values can prevail and we can maintain our influence on the world stage. I've enjoyed sharing the virtual stage and screen in celebration of OSAC's 35th year with so many people for whom I have tremendous respect. I thank you for your enduring commitment to serve in the face of the pandemic and other challenges. And I very much hope to be with you in person next fall. In the meantime, thank you for your unwavering commitment to serve. Good evening.